may feel that you can do those things too.
That's cool. If you watch the Project Runway and you watch the fashion designer on YouTube and you watch the niggas walk up and down the street and look at the silhouettes and the cuts and you never pull no scissors out, don't tell me you want to be a fashion designer.
Charlamagne, are we live? Are we live? Are we live? DJ Envy, are we live? Are we live? Can the people hear my voice? Cause I'm at the Breakfast Club and I'm addressing all the lies.
For the past year, I've had dreams besides streaming to achieve and to pursue, and they're big, big dreams. I have dreams one day to become a fashion designer and start my own clothing brand. I have dreams to not only act, but direct and write my own short film and movies. And I'm 100% going to indulge myself in that while enjoying the place that started all this, which is streaming. And one thing I want to say is, no matter what, keep God in everything that you do. Do not ever forget about God at all. And I would love to end this with a quote that my good friend always says, and that's everybody preaches to everybody, be yourself, be yourself, be yourself.
Cenat wants to be a fashion designer. Congratulations, Kyle.
I just want to know where you're going.
Okay, so Chandler is visibly in deep thought about this.
I was just waiting for the punchline before I said anything.
Didn't he say it? He's gonna be the world's #1 fashion designer.
That's what he said?
He didn't say that.
Oh, he wants.
He
to
said
be.
he wants to be a fashion designer and a director.
When people start talking about what they want to do, why don't they show us something they've already done? Like, why are we at the point in history where niggas are not doing nothing, but they want to be everything? Like, I blame Ye. I'm with my Ye bag. I'm blaming Ye for everything. Northwest style of dress, the kids these days. Ye presented the idea that a dream is the most valuable thing you can have. And he forgot to tell these niggas, yo, I was one of the hottest rappers in the world interning at Fendi though. Interning at Chanel, like, yo, Ye, go get the coffee. Just for you to sit around us and watch what we're doing so you can soak up some game and pass it out later, go grab me a cup. What's my name?
But he didn't show us that.
He did. That's what I said. That's why I blame him.
Okay.
If you were deeply interested in what was going on, you knew about that, like Chandler. But if you were just a kid on the TV, want to be a famous star, and I want to actually contribute to become a famous star, you just want your face to be known. It's like a vanity project. It's not like you want to influence the world through some creativity.
I just feel like it's a little bit different because when Ye was coming up and doing all the things that he was doing, if the social media was operating how it is now, we would have seen that. But I just feel like that used to be the only way you can get information is by interning, is by going to these places and seeing up front. You don't have to do that anymore. You can go on and watch YouTube videos. You can watch blogs of fashion designers. You can watch podcasts where they're talking about what they went through and what they had to do.
That's fire.
And you may feel that you can do those things too.
That's cool. If you watch the Project Runway and you watch the fashion designer on YouTube and you watch the niggas walk up and down the street and look at the silhouettes and the cuts and you never pull no scissors out, don't tell me you want to be a fashion designer.
Well,
if you never went to the thread store.
Well, I would say this, because
what, he's gonna go get a nigga who actually makes clothes to make the clothes?
No,
he gonna say, because that's that was a fresh ass jacket that he was wearing. It had the flag. It was like a nigga on the moon.
Why are we acting like seamsters have not had jobs to make what someone's vision, who has the vision and the money?
I'm not acting like seamstresses don't exist. I'm acting like seamstresses are working under other seamstresses. So Karl Lagerfeld is a seamstress that became Karl Lagerfeld. Marc Jacobs is a seamstress who became Marc Jacobs. So it's like,
so you want the nigga to I get what you're saying. So you want him to put in the work as opposed to vocalizing it.
What about it? I want to be the #1 banker in all of banking.
But you don't know what he's actually doing though, behind the scenes.
You don't know what I'm doing. I might be calculating on my TI.
From what I do see that he's doing, I do have seen physically his interest in fashion.
He did. He went to go make movies.
He
went to go make movies when he took a break from streaming. So he is doing what he says he wants to do and taking steps towards that. What I'll say is that I think it's important to vocalize what you want to do. I think it's important to speak your dreams out loud, and it's a way of manifesting.
I do believe that, but I also kind of be like, I'm kind of in the middle on this because it's like, yes, I agree that you want to vocalize, but then I kind of agree with like keeping it silent because people can judge you when you say it out loud. People can say that you're unfit for something because they haven't seen something that maybe you are doing, or they haven't seen you scribbling in this notebook all these years. So keep it to yourself.
Yo, Ty, when you was thinking about doing this podcast and talking to everybody about it, was you doing anything?
No.
Okay, so it's about doing something.
Yeah.
I love niggas that have dreams. I've had them myself before, and I've lived them. And I realized, like, oh, this isn't a dream. This is a difficult task that either I'm going to follow through with or I'm going to quit. That's it. And until I actually follow through with it, I haven't earned the right to tell people my dream or where I'm going to be at or where I'm going to end up at. We heard Ye screaming up and down that he was the GOAT, but that's after years of producing for niggas in Chicago and then producing for Hove in the background. It ain't the same as people been seeing me a lot, so now I get to say I'm going to be the greatest at anything.
Well, I don't think he said he's going to be the greatest. He just says, I have dreams of being a designer. I have dreams of being a director and doing movies. I have dreams of doing this.
I feel like it was him almost announcing his, like, wanting to break away from the streaming. Like, he's tired. I
have other ventures that I want to. I have other things I want to achieve in life.
Then work on that and then pop out. You that nigga who can really pop out with the full clothing brand. Real talk, bro.
Do you think
I produced a full clothing line? You could have popped out in the last 6 months any day, sold right out of the clothes that you had already made. Is that true or false?
That's true.
Cenat comes out, says, I'm a fashion designer. Here's the website.
He didn't say I'm a. Oh, you say in that. Okay.
I'm a fashion designer. Here's the website. The clothes are made. Does he sell out that day?
Yeah.
Immediately.
For sure.
So I don't like.
You're just confused. You're confused as to why he's making the announcement, right? You know.
I'm not confused. This is a hallmark of this generation. A group of people who are speaking towards something without being it, or trying it, or studying it, or understanding it, living it, finding out how the imperfections can contribute to the perfection. I seen a clip where they was talking about how Michael Jackson layered hella background vocals, and he always layered a flat background vocal. And they explained that he did that because after years of singing in a group with his brother Marlon, who didn't have the strongest singing voice, he realized that when they pulled Marlon out, it reduced the richness of the sound, the soul feeling. That's artistry. When you can take your imperfections and add them back and know how everything is going to work. Only then should you sit in your room and write a letter to yourself about how you're going to be the greatest ever. And only 50 years later after you did it, should anybody review any shit like that, in my mind. And I feel like it's a whole generation. Am I a fashion designer? Do I call myself that?
You are a fashion designer.
Do I call myself that?
No.
So you see that my mentality is deeply rooted, and the reason why I'm so salty is because I really feel this way. I'm a hater, but it's for the best reasons. You know what I'm saying? So, next topic. Kevin Hart says he wants to work with Kat and Mike.
Yeah, I saw that. He said that before, though.
Kevin Hart is another wannabe.
Yeah,
you want to be a funny guy.
You on a roll today.